Good morning and welcome to Payne's Picks for Churchill Downs, Sunday, May 10th. It's going to be a good card. I'm going to go over the picks today. I go by ABC system, and A being my top horse, my B being horses that could win, but they could also be in exactas. And my C horses, they could win as well, but I like them in exactas, tries, spreading into pick three. So let's get to the card. Race number one starts 12:45. It's a maiden $40,000 claimer. 4.5 furlongs on the dirt. Track should be fast. My top horse is number 6, Speech and Drama. First time starter, Steve Asmussen out of Dialed In, Mind Shift. Jorge Ortiz, who's hot at the track. He gets a nod for me. He's my A horse. My B horse would be Sweet Mary. Another Steve Asmussen. Could be a Steve Asmussen exacta. Ridden by Cash Asmussen. Be a nice Mother's Day gift for the Asmussen family. And he's going off about 5-2. He's my B horse. So I like 6 with the 8, with the 3-4. That would be Senior 71. Out of Blame, Corey Anderson is the trainer. J.R. Leperoux's jockey. And then 3 Sox 80. John Ennis. He's getting bet a little bit here early. Got some pretty decent works. So I like the 6 with the 8-3-4. Race 1. Number 2. Race number 2. Mile and a 16th, claiming 16,000 on the dirt. My top selection is the Princess Factor, number 7. Out of Warfront. Good buyers. He's dropping in class. His last 2 races haven't been good, but he's dropping down to his lowest level. I think it'll make a big difference, and the Princess Factor is my choice. My B horses are the one Zen Yoga, Authentic. That's kind of a hard horse for me because I own a share of Authentic. Horse again hasn't run well, dropping in class on the rail. Should get a good trip. Cash Asmussen is the jockey. Steve Asmussen trainer. And then I also like the 2 Mustang Lady, dropping in class as well. So this is a bunch of class droppers here. Somebody's looking to get a check here at Churchill Downs. He's going turf to dirt. He is the jockey. And then I like also the 6 and the 8 for my B. Theoretically, Michael Tomlinson, second off the layoff, coming in from Indianapolis, dropping from allowance into claiming. So he'll be right there as well. And Authentic Angel, again, another authentic horse, dropping in class. Similar trait for all these horses. He's got a decent buyer. So my choices are A horse is 7, and with the 1, 2, 6, 8. Race 2. Race number 3. Another mile and a 16th allowance race, 30,000. I got a toss up between the 5 and the 8. I like 5. That's All Right Mama. Leonard Powell is the trainer. Tyler Gaffleone is the jockey. There's good buyers out of Uncle Mo, Spicetown. Good bloodlines. Looks like he's going to come running today. First time at Churchill Downs. And the 8, Thea. He is a Lindsay Schultz trainee, able to deal. He's got some speed, so I think he could hang around. I think he might prefer the turf. Therefore, 6 on top with the 8, with the 1, 6, 8, 5 with the 8-1. 5 with the 8-1. That's All Right Mama. 5, 8, 1. Throw the 6 and 7 in because there's some scratches. If you want to do a trifecta, might hit a nice exacta or trifecta in that one. Race 4. Claiming 30,000, 6.5 furlongs. The top choice is the 6. From scratch, Grant Foster, coming off a little bit of a layoff. Speed horse, got a really good buyer. Dropping in class from allowance to claiming. And looks to be running. He's got some really good works. I think he's live, the 6 from scratch. My B horses would be Lovely Words, 1,000 Words filly. Ridden by Rave Gonzalez. John Ortiz is training him. Second time versus winners, and he could catch a piece of it. Moncuri, he's a 2-horse, 6-1, drop from allowance to claiming. It looks pretty good as well. He'll have some speed, but I like him in the bottom. Exotics with the 4-5. Mary Madison and Scribble. Both these horses are similar. Mary Madison is a good buyer, coming from Keeneland. So my choices in race number 4 are A horse is 6 with the 1, 2, 4, 5. On to race number 5 on the turf. First one on the turf. $50,000 claimer, mile and an eighth. Top selection's Awfully Naughty, Joe Sharp, Tyler Gaffalione. Off a little bit of a layoff. Should be closing, needs a good pace setup. But he's got good buyers, and he's run some graded 2s and graded 3s. He's actually a grade 2 and grade 3 winner. Dropping into 50,000, so I think the class drop will make the difference for him. So the 3 horse with the 8, Segoy, Edgar Morales. He was on synthetic, getting back to the turf, the preferred surface that he likes. He's out of Bernstein and Caricante, so I think he'll be coming too as well. So I did 3 with the 8, with the 1, 2, 11. So right off Jerry, off a layoff. Joe Sharp, Irad Ortiz, going to give him a good ride. His buyers aren't quite there to be on the top, but I think he could be part of the exacta. Followed by the Minkster. Here's a bomb. Opening odds at 30-1. He's in rough form, but he's out of English Channel, getting back on the turf. And his best races, his win was on the turf. So I would throw the Minkster in as a long shot play, along with the 11, War Officer. Again, I love War, front horse on the turf, likes the distance. Joe Saffie Jr., Vince Chaminade should be closing as well. So my picks in race number 5 are the 3 with the 8, 1, 2, 11. On to race 6, 7 furlongs, maiden claiming 1250. Top selection in this race is the next horse named Next Time, number 10, David Jacobson. Not this time, Colt, Tyler Gaffalione. Could have a big day today. A lot of my choices were Tyler Gaffalione. He was in maiden special weights, ran solid, dropped down to maiden 20 last race, had the lead, couldn't hold the lead. Claim from Steve Asmussen. David Jacobson off the claim is pretty solid with a 17% win percentage. So I think the 10 is the best with the speed. You look for speed and cheap maiden claimers because they're not a bunch of great horses. The fields are not as strong. A horse gets a lead, and a lot of these horses just don't want to win. But if you get the lead, they might not come flying behind you. So I like the 10 Next Time. Followed by the 5, Riches 2. Shanghai Bobby horse at Iman Roman is the trainer, or the jockey, I should say. He has speed as well, so I think they could go around as a merry-go-round, the 10 and the 5 as your exacta. In race number 6, the 1, 2, 4. If you want to use the trifecta, you could use the 1, 4, 8, 11 as well, I think. Or run the all button, because they're all cheap horses. But I like the 10 and the 5. Race number 7, another maiden race, $100,000, a little bit more classy maiden race, 7 furlongs. Top choice is Rock Music, Brad Cox, Irad Ortiz, good combination. Beaten favorite last time, but he was bothered at the start. He went 4 wide, had a very tough trip. I think he's going to get a good trip at 4-1 on the rail. My choice is Rock Music number 1, followed by the 7, Authentic Patriot, authentic horse. I know there's good bloodlines, Bob Baffert and Florent Giroux. Coming from maiden special rate, again, has some speed from the outside. Had the lead against So Happy, who ran in the Derby. And if you had the lead against him, and that's a speed horse, he's got some speed. So my 2 choices here are the 1-7 on top with the 4-5 Pelican Hill at 10-1, War front horse, first-time starter, great works. Ben Curtis is the jockey. And then Discotheque. Just got claimed for $50,000. They're moving up to $100,000. It's a good sign. They must like the horse. They want to keep him in the barn. So I'll use him as well. 1-7-4-5, race number 7. Race 8 is a mile on the turf, $127,000 allowance. I like competitive mark, Chad Brown, Tyler Gaffalione. You can't go wrong with Chad Brown on the turf. And Tyler Gaffalione, again, could have a huge day. Again, out of Authentic, a lot of Authentic babies out there today. So I love competitive market, the 1. The horse on the outside could give him a problem, though. Totally Justified. He's a Galileo, Justify. He ran 1.25 miles last race. He's run some. He's a class of the race. Got some good buyers. He's run some grade 1s. He's a grade 3 placed, grade 2 placed horse. Only ran once at Churchill Turf and came in second. So I like him for second. 1-12, depending on his trip. And then behind them, I could use the 3, 5, 6, 10, and 11. 3, 5, 6, 10, 11. On to race number 9. It's a 1 mile, $80,000 claimer. Non-winners are 2. Top selection today is Getsemani. Samani. Joe Sharp, Jose Ortiz puts the blinkers on for the first time, has some speed. He was just claimed from Brad Cox, which is tough to do, but Joe Sharp off the claim is pretty solid, 25%. So I like Samani, number 2. Behind him, I like Miracle Mark. He's going to go off as the favorite, but I think he's not. I don't think he's got a great stretch run. Irad Ortiz, Phil D'Amato, puts the blinkers on as well. Ran well with the blinkers, but I think he's going to come in second behind the 2. So 2, 1, and then the 9. Hot Property. David Jacobson just got claimed for $40,000, moving him up to $80,000. Again, it's a good sign if they move him up. They like the horse. Ran in some tough races as a 2-year-old. Smarty Jones behind Cole Battle. So I think he could be part of it as well. So I like the 2 with the 1, 9, with the 6, 7, 8. But the 2 and the 1, 9 are my A/B horses. And the last race of the day is a maiden special weight, 1/8 on the turf. And my top selection is the 8. American Debutante, Brandon Walsh, Tyler Gaffleone. Closer, he needs a pace setup, and he should get some. There are some speed up in the inside. So I think if he gets a pace set up, American Debutante can be cuffed down the lane. Had trouble 2 back. Okay, so I like the 8 on top with the 2, 6, 7, 10. The 2 Empress Sissy. Ian Wilkes, Cameron Torres, second off the layoff. And 6, 7. 6 is Emerald Spawn, Rudolph Bissett. Irad Ortiz should have some early speed, which was set up for the closers. Got some decent buyers. 7, Lady Sybil, going off at 12-1 out of Pioneer. Lanino adds the blinkers. Was slow out of the gate last time, but showed some good work since putting blinkers on. So he might have a little more pace presence. So I think he'll be part of it at 12-1. So that's a 7. And then the last horse, the 10, is a first-time starter, Cherie DeVoe and Jose Ortiz. A way to conclude the day with another victory, possible, or even catch a piece of the trifecta or exacta. So in race number 10, I go with 8 with the 2, 6, 7, 10. Everybody have a happy Mother's Day and good luck at Churchill Downs. Payne's Picks.